Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid.
Simply Cedric.
Also known as David Clark.
Cedric Harris.
And today we're talking about episode 25 of ReZero.
Yes.
Now, we haven't been doing reviews up until this point because we just caught up.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be this good.
It was a sleeper, at least for us.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be just like every other stuck in the video game world kind of thing, so I didn't really catch up with it. But I loved it. First thing I know is that Rem is best girl.
Obviously.
Amelia's garbage.
Obviously.
And Rem is the best.
Yes.
The show has been a whirlwind, man. I mean, they've never gone to what effect, really, would dying and respawning have on you. You know, like, I remember in there's one, the name escapes me right now, but it was, dude, main guy had glasses on it, whatever. The point, it came out like last year. And whenever they died, they'd come back, but they would lose more memories of the world they came from. But it wasn't that traumatic because you forgot stuff.
You forgot stuff. Yeah.
This, you remember everything.
Well,
no one else remembers though.
What I love in early on in the season in the arc, he's like, you know what it's like to have your guts cut out? I do. Because he did.
He did.
He got brutally murdered
multiple times,
over and over, to finally get it right.
He killed himself once because he really wanted to make sure things turned out right for everybody.
Right.
I mean, I love the series, and I know some people were upset that this ending wasn't dark, but honestly, dude, after everything that's happened, I needed a light ending.
With how dark it was, like episode 15, with how dark it got, I needed some happy. When they took down the white whale, I needed that.
Right.
I needed something to go right for him.
Right.
At some point.
And it has been. You know, they beat Betelgeuse, Ronnie Conti.
Beetlejuice.
He beat him. He let him into his world, and you know, said, I can return by death. And he got to meet the witch. He's like, and witch was like, not you. He's like, no,
you're not the
one. That was hilarious. And then dude straight up told Amelia, I love you. And I was like, it's ballsy. It's ballsy. He's like, you can take your time to fall in love with me. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, take as long as you want.
That was gutsy.
Because I can't see that Rem is the best.
Because I'm dumb. He needs to look. Y'all need to animate What If Rem. These light novels for this series are amazing.
Yes.
You got to read. I mean, we just started reading light novels because of this series.
Because of this series.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. Now, let's talk about what we think might happen in the future. Now, we learned last episode that she's being used. Well, they want to use her to house the soul of Satella to bring her back.
Yeah.
I think obviously Subaru was part of that. Obviously. Dude made a big mistake. He picked up the gospel again, read through it, and then wrote something in it in blood. In his own blood. And it made Beetlejuice die. And here's my thing though. How did he know that everything that was written in the book would happen?
Well, he does know that there's names in it.
Right.
And I guess he can read it now.
I guess so. He probably read it and said, oh, okay,
he's
cool.
Like, oh, obviously these are names, and if you write someone's name in there, you die. It's a death note.
I guess. He's light now.
But what I think is that there's other witches of others' sins.
Mm-hmm. And they all have their archbishops.
But they were all eaten by Satella. And Satella, the jealous one, was the only one left.
Right.
So if Subaru can get all these other archbishop powers, which I assume he now has the sloth power.
He probably has the authority of sloth. It's been hinted that he has the authority of pride, which is the return by death, to keep getting it right.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get all of them, and that will probably let Satella out.
Yeah. It has to do something with her coming back.
And I guarantee you she'll hop out and she'll get right into Amelia's body. And that final fight is going to be, do I kill her? Or do I just say, hey, you're still hot, so let's do this.
And then Rem's gonna help him.
My perfect ending is that they kill, like, she dies to stop Satella once and for all, and then he goes off with Rem. That's the ending.
She decides to die and says,
"Go with Rem.
I'm doing this, so you go do what you need to do and be with Rem because she is the best."
That should happen.
Yes.
That should happen.
It should.
Favorite characters so far in the series, Wilhelm, or I like to call him Successful Ahab. You know,
Japanese Ahab.
He got it done. Dude was putting in work on that whale.
Super work.
He's like, let me get one more piece before I go. Cutting eyes out. I mean, and then he's just murdering the witches cult people. He just it doesn't even, they don't even matter.
The most manliest confession of love ever.
On top of the whale.
On top of a dead whale to his dead wife.
I was like, oh my god.
Oh, man tears.
It's so much.
Man tears.
But then I loved how Cruise was like, the white whale was killed by Wilhelm. I'm like, that's right, it was. Because he put in all that work.
Super work.
He got eaten. He's like, no, I'm not done yet.
He said, no.
I like Ricardo though, the wolf guy. Like he didn't do much.
Ricardo was cool.
But like when he was like alive, I'm like, I'm glad. You know, he's like, I'm still here. I'm like, I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Well, one thing I like about this anime, and I know you do too, is how characters grow.
Yes.
And one of the biggest signs that Subaru has grown was Julian.
Yes.
Awesome that Julian was like, this is an honorable. I'm Julie.
Right, and I loved it that he was able to make friends with him after embarrassing himself. But not only that, he was able to admit to Amelia, yeah, you know what, I was wrong then.
Yeah.
But yeah. I still actually did, love you, and I was like, that was dope. He's changed. Rem has changed. Remember, Rem and Ram both kind of talked like we're robots and we do chores.
Sister.
And now she talks like a human being.
Yeah.
And she's all. I know though. Every time she's blown away or she's saying something important, like the wind will blow. She's like, boom. I'm like, how? What is that? Like? Does she have her own? Does she have her own like wind that follows her? I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love episode 18. She's like, we're starting over from zero. I'm like, that's the name of the show.
They said it. They said
the name
it.
of the show.
Oh.
Amelia didn't say that.
But even still, she confesses to him. It's all epic and heartbreaking. And then he says, oh, well, I still need you to help me get Amelia. And she's like, I will still do it because I am the best.
Yeah. Ram can die, though. I'm tired of Ram.
Well, yeah.
We don't need her.
She's probably with the owner of the mansion.
Oh, what's his face? Rosewall.
Rosewall.
Who's clearly an archbishop.
He's a bad guy.
He wants to kill the dragon, which is sealing away Satella.
Satella, yeah.
He's an art. Look at his face, dude.
He dresses where no one dresses like that.
He's wearing a tiny hat.
He has paint on his face like Beetlejuice.
Tiny hat means you're evil.
I need to go back and see if he says the word tremble at all.
Oh, by the way, I loved a couple episodes ago when Subaru was making fun of him.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it makes my brain tremble. I'm like, oh, he's clowning.
Or even in episode 25, he's like, the trembling can wait a moment. And it's
right.
Like,
I was like, he's... Well, see, like, the thing is, like, since he's died so many times, he's like, look, I'm just rushing through this. And I love that he's just like, fix, and just keep going through. And
Right.
But I loved ReZero.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to season 2.
Yes.
I'm reading the light novels and the web novels and everything.
I wish I knew Japanese to read it.
I do.
I wish I did.
I will read it and I will let you know what happens.
Oh, thank you.
But guys, let us know down below. How much did you like ReZero, and to what degree is Rem best girl? Yes. We all know she's best girl at base.
On 1 to infinity.
Yeah. Starting at infinity.
Yes.
So let us know down below, guys, what you think about ReZero, what you think about Rem. Stay tuned to our channel. We're launching some new stuff today. It's a product, a couple months of work. We're very proud of it. It's a teaser for what we're going to launch later this year.
It's very teasing.
It's very teasing. You'll get what it's about, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But we're looking forward to it, guys. Until next time, we've been your host, Kirby Kid.
Simply Cedric.
See you later, guys.